Nah, dude, I'm not that sick. I just got like a sore throat, it's all. But yeah, this is gonna be... Hold on. That didn't even type, fuck me. There we go. T-earn. Alright. So, I wait here because the menu, like, needs to load or something, I don't know. For some reason, if you wait here... Yeah, if you want to know something, you can also ask people in chat. My chat knows a great amount. So, yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and start this run. So see, I got like a tiny loading screen, but if I had started really quick, that loading screen would have been really long, which kind of sucks. So, you're going to see me menuing a lot at the beginning and ending of levels, and this is to cut out animations that take up time. So like that, right there, probably saves like 3 seconds a level, or more. I haven't really timed it without menuing, I've just always like run this with menuing, so I don't exactly know. So, at the beginning of levels also you'll see me going up the walls, and this is to build momentum, obviously. A lot of people ask that, which is really weird to me, because it seems like a pretty common knowledge thing. Like, you know, if you're bouncing off stuff, it's to build speed, but I guess not a lot of people know that. So, dude, SJ is... he'll have swag when he plays this game. He needs to get back to Monkey Ball 2, obviously. A no menuing menu percent? I don't think that would work. No name. So, that's basically it. The hardest tricks in this world aren't even that hard. In fact, this game, honestly, like, this run doesn't have that many hard tricks. I'd say there's maybe, like, 2 things that are difficult in this run. And they're not even that difficult. The most difficult part of this run is to not fuck up your menuing. Because you're going to see me do a glitch here in a second that we do in every single world. Especially in World 10. And if you mess it up, you hardlock your game. And you have to reset your Wii or your GameCube or whatever. Which it automatically ends your run because we have saving turned off. So it kind of sucks. That trick is really fun. A lot of people ask me how to do that trick. I just use the mini-map and try to line up with a specific spot and then just kind of guide myself in from there, and that's split number 1. That glitch, what you do is you exit the game and you go to the save menu, or where it says save yes or no, and there's a menu that you shouldn't be able to get to. If you pause on that screen and go back to stage select, it carries over one of the flags from a completed level before and completes the level that you highlighted. You can only do it once in a world without either going back to the main menu or the next level you do it on being the last level in the world. Which kind of, I mean, you know, it's cool. You can actually menu through every single level in the game pretty much. I think you only play like a few levels, but it's actually slower RTA. And since we time this run by real time and not in-game time, it's slower to do that. Though there was a time when this run was actually going by in-game time, but the in-game time is pretty inconsistent. So, yeah. Also, hello to everyone who's here, and I appreciate anyone who followed from that raid. I'm sorry I'm not reading chat as much. I guess I'm just trying to practice commentary for AGDQ. So, right here is a trick that I like to do, and I'm not sure if the other 2 racers that I'm going to be racing against in AGDQ are doing this trick, but it's really fun, but it's very fickle. You go along this line right here, and you get this clip, and it's supposed to send you into the goal, but there we go. There it is. It just relies a lot on getting the right bounce at the right time. The in-game time counts the time that you spend naming your file, waiting on the select screen to hit go, and then watching the ending cutscene as well. That's what the game time determines, plus any time spent in stages. So it counts cutscenes, time spent on the main menu, like the select menu, and time spent naming your file. From what I know. So it's not something that's like stop and start at a certain point. It's really variable. I like this level because a lot of people have trouble with it, and yet it's so easy. Yeah, Barhunga is going to be commentating on the run. Alright, so there we lost like 15 seconds, which is not a run killer at all. My goal for the race is like anything under 27 minutes, really. And the past 4 days, I haven't got a run above 27:02. So I'm fairly happy with that consistency. Get in there. That right there is the fastest way to beat that level. You can get faster times, but a 52 is like crazy good for a run. Usually I get 51s, like mid 51s on that level to low 51s. That's like optimal. A 52 is just like icing on the cake. That was really good. So we're gonna skip dribbles. Dribbles is too long without. There's like a skip for dribbles, but it's really, really hard to pull off and requires a decent amount of buffering and inputting, and not really marathon safe. Plus, I don't think anyone goes for it in RTAs anyway at the moment, but there is a way to beat it really quick. But yeah, we skipped that level. I skip stepping stones. Thank you, brain. Because I'm not that great at it, and I am better at this level. For some reason, I'm better at well, I say that, and then my mind is like, hey, maybe you should be bad at curvy options. But I'm better at curvy options. I normally get about 49.5s to 49.7. My highest is a 49.8. So, whereas like on stepping stones, I usually get like mid 48s. So that still saves time for me. Twister's pretty easy, nothing noteworthy. Alright, this is pretty easy. This is a pretty cool trick right here. Yeah, okay. I didn't line up on my fall right, but that timing was pretty bad. This trick is probably, I would say, like, was one of the more annoying tricks in the run. But it saves, I don't know, man. It saves like 5 seconds, 6 seconds over the other strat, which is to go to the end of the starting platform and then fall down onto that last circle and then go in. So okay, I mean that's not horror bad either. As long as I don't mess up World 4 or 5, I can make up time in 6 and 7. So, whatever. 4 is usually a decently easy world. There's one level in this world that people seem to hate, and it's Arthropod. For some reason, people always complain about it. It's not that hard of a level, though. So, my setup for this level, I don't go all the way through because marathon strats, but the setup I use right there is super consistent. You always get 48s, and going all the way through saves only 3 seconds. So, I figure it's better to be consistent in a marathon run than to get whacked by the giant comb like twice before getting a 3-second time saver. But I don't know, that's just me and the way my mind works. Some people might think differently, but I prefer consistency. Oh man, okay. I almost got a really cool strat that basically like you go straight into the goal, or like into the goal area right there, but I did not bounce up on the last one, so but that's still good. So right here we can just hold up and the level kind of plays itself. So that's like my water break level, if you will. I always reach over and grab some water or some tea. There's one other level that's purely hold up. This level is hold up to a point. Can I hope Stormy Ascent? Oh, what? Okay, so right here we kind of like play with the control stick a bit at the very end, or I do, and usually I can get like 48s or 47s unless I bounce off the party ball. Nice. Okay, so right there, there's about 5 or 6 frames that you can land on. Just hold up and then adjust to the very end and get the goal just like that. Pretty easy. Pretty, neat. The frames that work are 5700 through 5708. So yeah. And that's Arthropod, which is a really fun level for me anyway. I'm sure other people have had trouble, and we actually saved time without getting Dynamic Maze, which means that split was really good. That means I played really well, because the only way to save time for me in that split is to either do Giant Comb or Dynamic Maze fast, and I did neither and still saved time, which, that was good. Very happy with that. Good morning, Superior. How are you? Alright, so for free fall, we're gonna like pop up here, hold up, and nice. That's that trick is a lot harder than it looks because I have a hard time with depth perception and like seeing and judging where I'm going to be. So that trick is, speaking of seeing where I'm gonna be, this level is stupid and I hate it a lot. So I just lost like 6 seconds, I want to say, which is that's a stupid level to lose time on, because I should have just like backed off and then gone for it and gotten to 23 instead of wasting time. Oh well. So here there's 2 strategies. One is to go hit that fast forward button and then hit the pause button. And then there's the other strategy, which is you wait till like mid 55 seconds on the timer, and then you just go through the goal like that. My strat is about a second slower, but I have a tough time with buttons. If anyone has watched me for an extended period of time, you would know that buttons and I don't have the greatest of relationships. So I choose to do that strat, and that strat's much more cool looking anyway, so I figure, why not? Alright, so this is kind of like a straightforward level. Some people choose to like fall off the back and either try to fall straight in or bounce off the ground and then go in. The bounce off the ground strat is like about the same as what I do time-wise. Falling straight in is like a 48, I think. So it saves like a few seconds. But again, it's one of those consistency things that I'm not very good at that, and I haven't played, like, I didn't have time to play story, like, for RTAs before I started my practice. I just kind of, like, I played expert mostly, and then it was like, oh wait, it's AGDQ time, better play story mode. So, I was like, oh alright. So that's that split. Yeah, we lost 10 seconds, probably like, I wonder where I lost the other amount of time. Oh well. Okay. I didn't know I lost that much time, but hey, whatever. Alright. So that's pretty straightforward. World 6 is like not the most exciting world, but it is at the same time. Like there's some cool stuff in it. I like that clip right there, because it looks like you barely even get a clip. We skip Opera, which is like a really stupid level anyway, nobody likes it. So there's two strategies on this level. You can either fall off and then hold upright and go in the goal, or you can just like go like this, tap back a few times, and let it hit you. My strategy is like not even a second slower, maybe. So there's that. Alright, so on tiers, we're gonna fall off and then just fly through the goal right there. Yeah, a quarter of a second isn't much. I'd rather play the level than to menu and skip 3 levels in that world. Also, that was Cliffs, which is pretty fun. That strat is silly. Right here is a newer strat that one of my viewers found, and I really like it a lot. So, used to we would go to the back of that platform and then turn around, build up speed, jump over, and go in. We get about 53s, like mid 53s. But with that strat, we get 54s or 55s. Like, I don't know. I really like it. So Switch Inferno, I mean, nothing really notable there. That's a new Sum of Best segment, holy shit. Nice. Good play. Good play. Alright, so this is where we're gonna menu a little bit more. So you're gonna see me go to the main menu right here. Right? So I'm going to the main menu to reset the amount of levels I can skip. We're just gonna mash to the menu. So this allows me to skip another level before the last level in the world, and we're gonna use that on 7.5. So we're just gonna kind of play wavy options. I usually try to go for this small time saver at the end by like cutting over, but I'm gonna stop doing that because more often than not I clip off the front of that goal, or like the front of the platform, and I just bounce around and lose a second. So we're not doing that. Right here we just go off, get that. If you do that trick optimally, you can get like 52 1x. I've even got 52 2s before doing that, but I like to wait a little bit to make sure that I've got the clip, or like I've got the jump rather. Alright, so here's where we use the second skip in the world. I just skip that level. So now comes one of the coolest tricks in the run, in my opinion. It's a 1-frame trick, so we have to buffer to a very specific frame. Now let's see if we can get that. Okay, I missed it, so there we go. Alright, second try, not bad. There is a strat that uses the 60 frame. I'm not good at it, so I don't do it. And again, consistency over like attempting something I'm not good at and failing multiple times. So that trick only works on 5961. You hold up, and then on that last platform, you pull back right. When you pull back right, it sends you like, oh god, I can't believe I missed that. I completely not look at my time. There we go. That should be better. Then we pull back, bounce. Okay, so that normally I use a timing strategy for that. But obviously I failed it. That was cool. Alright, so there's another skip coming right here if I can get it. Ah, okay. So this trick is really fickle, and it's very like, okay, I got it that time. Cool. I'm glad I could get it and like show it off. So this is like, this skips pretty much the entire level. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it's a gold split. What, like, no? Oh, don't time people out for that. Damn it! Who did it? Why? They were asking questions. Apparently, that word is that word filtered? Pasta butt, please. No, I have a bot that filters certain words, and I didn't think that was one of them. They're not banned, it's a 1-second timeout. Rafflecopter's not up to fix the dang bot. But, yeah, it's like a new Summon Us. I'm assuming the word glod was, like, censored out. Okay, so World 8 has, like, some of the most inconsistent tricks. They're not super inconsistent, I guess. Just, like, stuff that I'm not the greatest at. But, anyway, so right there I just waited for a specific time to do that. Okay, anyway, so this trick is, like, probably the most frustrating trick for me. So, of course, I get it first try. This strategy is something that I came up with, so let's see if I can get my own strat. There we go. There we go. I developed that strategy because whenever I would do that level, I would always get stuck in the totter, hence the name Stuck in a Tot in my split. Every time I do that level normally, I would just get like screwed over and get stuck inside one of the totters and die. Because I'm bad at that level for some reason. It's not like a normal level I play in Expert. So getting that is cool. Swing shaft? Okay, so this level, at the very end, you're gonna see the camera angle do something really weird. Right here. The camera right there screws me up so much, and I don't know why. I guess it's just the way like everything is moving, and you're trying to like get off a slope onto a flat surface or something. But either way, it really messes with my head. I got the fast strat on that level, which was pretty nice. All right, that's a pretty good split. I was only like 3 frames off of making another Sum of Best split there. Cool. So, alright, World 9. This has my favorite music and some of the coolest strats in the run, in my opinion. So right there, we just fall into that goal. Easy peasy. I like it. Cross floor, this level is kind of boring. You can do it a little faster if you clip off of one of those platforms and then like bounce across. But the way I do it is easy as well, so I choose to do that and not clip. Sometimes I'll clip anyway, unintentionally, which always is like a fun time. Spinning saw, kind of like speed check at the very end there, and then push forward. There's also a hold up strat for that, but I don't think I've ever practiced it. I just know that there is. Alright, so that strat's pretty fun. You bounce off one of the bottom things, bounce off the slope, curve into the goal. Alright, flat maze. So flat maze, you don't want a frame boost. You just kind of hold up and line up with a specific spot and pull over towards the goal. And I thought I was actually going to miss that, but I got really nice, like, the goal was really nice to me because I was not lined up really properly. But yeah, if you frame boost, or you can get a random like boost of speed off of that starting platform, you'll hit the top of that maze and it'll actually bounce you into it. Like, it'll bounce you into the maze and you won't be able to do the trick, so you have to reset the level. And I've actually lost 3 to that level alone doing that, which is really depressing. Wow, I almost got a 53, that was pretty fast. That level was really fun. Probably one of my favorite strategies in the entire game on Twin Basin, simply because it looks so smooth and it's like it just feels good to do. Hey, what's up? So, that's a pretty good split. Saving time there is always a good feeling. So World 10 is going to be like the menu world. We're going to menu a lot in this world. We're only going to play a few levels, so we'll play 10-1, 10-3, 10-4, 10-5, and 10-8. And the rest we're gonna skip because they're long. And this is a speed run. And nobody likes long things in speedruns. Unless you like Final Fantasy runs. Alright, so here we skip 10-2. Now we're gonna menu back to the main menu so we can skip 10-5. So boom. Alright, there we go. So 10-3. 10-3 is like Death Cone. That's what we call this, I guess. We call this the Cone of Death. Some people call it Mount YOLO, because you just go over and like fly into the goal. Like, I don't know, we have a few different nicknames for it. Disorder, pretty fun level. The IL for that level is a lot of fun. ILs are individual levels, and they're a whole nother thing that I can explain later. So here we're going to go to the bag, tap off, angle, clip, adjust, and into the goal. That was like really sloppy, but I got it. So, alright, so here, now we can skip 10-5, or 10-6. We're going to go to the menu, and this begins the end of the game, really. We only have one more level to play. So, back to the menu, back to the game. Now we go back to the menu. Fun game, right? Now we're gonna skip 7. Now we're gonna go back to the main menu so that we can skip 9. But we're gonna play 8. After I do this, we're gonna play 8, and then we're gonna skip over 9. Okay, so that's that menuing. Now we play 8 here. So Revolution's a pretty easy level. There is another strategy on here where you wait, like, I think it's like a second and a half. And then you bounce off of the blue wall at the top and fly into the goal. Again, one of those things that I just don't know. Alright, so now we skip 9. Menu again. And time. That's a really good run. Wow, 2 Summer Best segments. Very nice. This is the actual route for the run. So that was a really good run. It's a freaking great run for like a no reset run. I'm really happy with that. Thank you for the follows, I really appreciate that. I think this once I don't mind if people say Glod. Hey, cool, an admin is here. Hello, Courtney. Nice to